Does your lawn look like this? Okay, a little bit of clover, some of this, and even a little bit of dandelions. This is my backyard. It's full of weeds, it's full of bare spots, and it needs a lot of work. I've got an ugly lawn. Now, if you have a lawn like mine, you might be asking yourself, how can I fix my lawn? And what are the steps that I need to take? Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the next steps that you need to take on how to revive your lawn on this episode of How to Fix an Ugly Lawn. Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. We're halfway through May, and if you've been following my channel, I mentioned in a previous video that the main focus this year for me is going to be fixing my backyard. So for many of you, you're just starting out in the lawn, and yours might look like mine. It's full of a variety of weeds, and you don't know where to start. I'm calling this one, How to Fix an Ugly Lawn, Episode 2. Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you the steps that I'm going to take to fix my lawn so that you can follow along. But first, if you're new here, I am the Lawn Daddy, and this is Small Town Lawns, where I show you how to improve the overall look of your lawn. And on my channel, I'm going to share with you lawn care tips that you can use to take your lawn and make it the talk of your neighborhood. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and click that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. So your lawn needs a lot of work, and you're committed to making your lawn look the best in your neighborhood. Well, that's exactly how I started. So last year, I decided to let my backyard go. I stopped watering, I let weeds come up. Now, I did all this so that this year you can follow along with me as I show you my step-by-step guide on how to fix your lawn, all the way from spring through the summer and going into fall. So, in a previous video, I showed you the first steps that you can take in early spring to help improve the overall look of your lawn coming out of winter. I showed you how to clean up your yard, and I also showed you how to overseed your lawn in the spring. Now, there are some pros and cons to seeding your lawn in the spring, but as you're going to see here in a minute, if you have large bare spots in your lawn, it can be worth the risk. So that brings us up to today's topic: fertilizing your lawn, watering your lawn, and mowing your lawn. Now, it's been about 4 to 6 weeks since I overseeded my backyard. Germination takes a little longer in the spring, but I'm pretty happy with the results. And now it's time to fertilize that new grass so it can survive through the summer heat. So far in the month of May, we've seen a fair amount of rain. And if we're anything like last May, we're gonna see a lot more. And this much rain, it means a lot of top growth in your lawn. So you might be asking yourself, and why the heck is the Lawn Daddy asking me to fertilize? Well, every year, the fertilizer that I like to use focuses more on root development. Now, you will get a little bit of nitrogen, which helps keeps that grass nice and green. But going into the summer months, you wanna keep those roots strong.
Because have strong root.
And as I mentioned earlier, we usually see a lot of rain in the springtime, so top growth is going to happen naturally. So let's get out in my backyard, I'll show you the progress that I've made, and we can start throwing down some fertilizer. Okay, wait a minute, stop the video. Okay, so I just looked, and 97.3% of you that watch my videos haven't subscribed to my channel yet. Wait a minute, what? Okay, so here's what I need you to do. After you watch the video all the way to the end, I need you to click that red subscribe button down below. Yeah, it's the big red button. Turn it gray. I mean, look at my lawn behind me. All right, so let's get into my backyard so we can see the progress. All right, so it's been about 5 weeks since we overseeded the backyard. You can really see it's starting to look a lot better than it did. So you can see this spot right here, that was completely bare. Most of back here was completely bare coming out of winter. A lot of grass took. Now you are gonna have some bare spots that remain. All the grass seed you put down, not all of it's gonna take. Birds are gonna get it no matter what you do. Okay, we look over here. This was a huge bare spot coming out of winter. A lot of it has started to fill in. Now we will need to do more work as the summer months continue and we go into fall. The goal now is to keep all that new grass alive, so we're gonna hit it with a fertilizer. But first, here's an important tip. When throwing down fertilizer, you want it to make direct contact with the soil. So I'm gonna mow my lawn down to about 2 inches. You can use your everyday lawnmower, but understand it has some weight to it, so it can do some damage to the new grass. So you're gonna wanna keep this in mind when you're mowing over your sections of new grass. Or, you know, you could just do what I did and buy a new mower. So let me show you my new toy. So here we have the Sunjoe 20-inch manual quad wheel reel mower. Say that one more time. I said we have the Sunjoe 20-inch
manual
quad wheel reel mower. It has 9 height adjustments ranging from 1.2 inches all the way up to 2.4 inches. It has an oversized grass catcher, so you spend more time mowing and less time dumping your grass clippings. Plus, it has a 20-inch reel with 5 blades, allowing you to cut through your grass with ease. All right, so before we use this, we're gonna wanna make sure that the blades are cutting evenly across. So Sunjoe gives you a couple paper strips, so we're gonna run it along the whole length of the reel, and we're gonna see if it's cutting evenly. The fertilizer that I chose to use is this product here. It's an 832-16. The reason why I chose this is the 32 is for phosphorus. Now, what phosphorus does is help in root development for the grass. Now, you can use whatever type of fertilizer you want, but if you hit it with a lot of nitrogen, you're gonna get a lot of top growth, which means you're gonna have to start mowing twice, maybe 3 times a week. Then you add all the rain that you're gonna see in the spring, and the top growth might get to a point where you can't keep up with the mowing demands. Now, with all fertilizers, you're gonna need to water it in. So either plan it around when it's gonna rain, or you're gonna have to use your sprinkler to water it in. If you're looking for some sprinkler ideas, I'll put a link up in the eye showing you how to build your own. So, how to fix an ugly lawn. We're in the beginning stages now, but in a previous video, I showed you how to overseed your lawn in the springtime to fill in all those bare spots. And in this video, I showed you that it's worth the risk. But I also showed you that you need to fertilize and water that new grass to keep it strong going into the dog days of summer. But it's 2020 now, and that grass is probably millennial grass, so you're gonna need some lawn tools to keep that grass under control. Click on this playlist here where I show you how to DIY your own lawn tools to help keep that grass under control and to save you money. I mean, come on, you're telling me you don't want to save money? I do. That's why I built all the lawn tools. And I made a video for each one and put it into a playlist. It's the playlist on the screen right now. It's the only thing in focus. The Lawn Kid says thank you.